tune in for this episode because I'm going to ask Jim who he would interview who is alive today if he could interview someone right now. And what question would he ask them? His response was not what I expected. And he even flipped the script on me to challenge me even more. If you're excited to grow, if you're excited to rethink your sales, this episode's for you. Thank you.
Yeah. How you can be the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Welcome to the Rethink Sales Show. My name is Derek Kelly. I am joined by Jim Shorkey. Jim, if you could interview one person who is alive today and ask them questions, who are they and what would you ask them?
Wow, that's a hard question because I don't really have a lot of heroes out there today. I would say my play has always been to find somebody who is smarter than me, who has done what I want to do successfully, and then to have a conversation. With Mr. Hamilton, I remember clearly going into his office, being lost, bankruptcy imminent, not doing real well. I told him that I wasn't doing real well, and I asked him for 10 things that I should be doing to be a successful automobile dealer. He called me James. He said, James, come back tomorrow morning. I'll have a list for you. So I go back the next morning. He hands me this list, and I proceeded from there. And that list idea is why we're here today, because I felt in getting out of the automobile business that I really wanted to give back. I felt that if I took this knowledge to the grave with me, that I would be a very selfish person. I really believed that in my heart of hearts. And so that's how this whole thing started, just with that idea.
Yeah.
So that said, I am retired, so I'm not really trying to build an automobile business any longer, and I'm not really trying to build any business at this stage. All I want to do is help people. And so how do I do that? It's by giving them my sense of process, teaching them my sense of process. Learning the most about that sense of process is by the books, the videos, and the lessons. For example, and I actually brought the book with me. I'm reading a book right now by Dr. Peter Attia.
Yes, me too.
Called Outlive.
Yes.
Okay? Would I like to interview Peter Attia? Yeah, I kind of would, but at the same time, I already am. I'm reading his book. I watched a video that he was on 60 Minutes, and he was being interviewed on 60 Minutes. And I watched that video. 2 different people sent me the video because they know what I'm doing. And I thought that was pretty cool. I watched the video, and I'm talking to different people about the book and formulating my plan based on that book. So in order for me to talk to Peter Attia, I mean, it had to be scheduled. It takes time. I got to fly out there, fly back. It takes a lot of time. I think for Jim Shorkey right now, I would be better served to read the book, take my notes, and then take those notes and turn them into disciplines.
Yep.
And so I've read the book multiple times, but I never made my list. And so I brought it. I can prove it. I have the book, and I have my journal. And I'm making my list right now.
That's great.
And on that list, well, I have a number of numbers, but one of the numbers says protein. And I'm pondering this.
I've been thinking about this a lot.
And they're telling me, Peter T is telling me that I need to eat more protein. I need to get more protein in my body. How much protein do I need to get in my body?
I just read this chapter about a week ago. It was a decent amount.
Tell me.
I don't know if it was 100 grams.
There's a very specific number. I need you to know this number. And the fact you don't know this number means I need to teach you this number. And I'm going to teach it to you right now.
Great.
It's 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. What do you weigh?
165.
So you need to put 165 grams of protein in your body per day, which is hard.
Sounds like a lot of
It's
protein.
hard. That's what the expert is saying. I really don't need to interview Peter Attia. What I need to do is get 1 gram of protein, and I've not done a good job at it. I was laying in bed reading this and writing it for about the millionth time, and I'm thinking, come on, Jim. I got this idea. This is a brilliant idea. I thought, Jim, why don't you quit being dumb? Why don't you make your protein shake the night before? It takes 10 minutes. You get your water, you get your scoops of protein, shake it up, put it in the refrigerator. And then the next morning, guess what you get to do?
Drink your protein
You
shake.
get to
'cause
drink a
it's
protein
already
shake.
there.
But my excuse is, well, I get up in the morning, I got to do my push-ups, then I got to do my teeth, then I got to take a shower, then I got to meet with Derek, then I got to meet with Marshall, then I got to go see Mark Mastriano for my physical therapy. I just don't have time.
And then it's like 11 o'clock.
So guess what I have there?
Protein shake.
In this thing here,
What's in there?
well, it's a protein powder, and it's MCT oil powder.
Good.
It's water. It's Derek kefir. So I get some probiotics in
Not
there.
a ton of milk.
Water.
Yep.
Okay. And MOLK is also a protein shake
you
you
were
can buy
telling me about
online.
this, yeah.
30 grams of protein. So in this thing here, right here, is probably about 70 grams of protein.
That's pretty good.
Do you see where I'm heading here? So because I'm stupid, like
Yeah.
what is
I
wrong
just-
with
I
me?
ju- I'm like-
What is
I'm
wrong
like-
with me, us as a species? Like this is really good for me, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Because I read that and I thought, well, I'm trying to intermittent fast. I don't want to break my fast by drinking a protein shake in the morning. So
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
I don't do it.
You're wrong. What you need to do is maybe shorten that window a little bit. Peter, by the way, is big time into calorie restriction. But what's the thing? You're talking about the technicalities of breaking the fast. He's talking about calorie restriction. So when you do the protein shake the right way, what are the calories in that thing?
I actually don't know. Gotcha. So it's very
low.
Yeah.
So yes, you are breaking your fast. Who cares? I did it. And my son, Jim III, who is really very strongly expert in this field, said, Dad, you want to consider empathetic. When I say fast, I'll do the intermittent fast, 16 hours a day,
Yeah.
where I'm not eating for the next 25 years.
Yeah, that's how I
But is
am.
that the best thing for us?
Probably.
Is it the best thing for us?
Peter actually cautions against it a little bit.
He does. Well, he talks about he says calorie restriction. But I may be wrong about what I said about the 100. It may be 50.
Sure.
Believe me, this stuff does not have a lot of calories in it. It just doesn't. And it may be 200. But regardless, I think the calories that it's recommended that we consume a day are 2,500, I believe.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So we're not even close. You know, we still need to eat that good, healthy, reasonable calorie meal for lunch or whatever. I think you're getting caught up in the
nuance.
nuance, yeah. And I did too, by the way. And here I am. I'm telling you, I am STOOPID. I am. I admit it. Why am I not doing this? Just like with the sugar. I told you about the sugar and the highly processed food. I'm reading the book. I'm eating the sugar. I'm reading the book. I'm eating the sugar. It's like, Jim, how many more times you need to hear this? Stop eating sugar. This is not medical advice. But Jim Shorkey needed to stop eating sugar, and I stopped. I love the ultra-processed food, the potato chips, the cheeses, the Doritos. I love that stuff. It's just not good for me. You do what you want to do. I stopped. I'm not eating pretzels anymore. It's not good for me. You want to eat something that's good for you, eat some blueberries, okay? I mean, again, not medical advice. But the pretzels and the potato chips and the Doritos and Reese's peanut butter cups and on, they're called empty calories for a reason.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, and it makes a ton of sense that you'd want to interview someone like Peter Attia because you are really focused on what he calls the centenarian decathlon.
Exactly, I am.
But what that means in plain English is what are the 10 things I want to do when I'm 100 years old?
Yeah.
And so Jim is not trying to grow a business right now. Maybe you are. Yeah. Jim is not trying to improve his sales right now. Maybe you are. But the point is, if Jim would sit down with someone, he would try to learn from expert counsel something that he could implement today.
Exactly.
And so since he's working on this today, that's why he would interview Peter Attia. You may want to interview somebody else. You may want to interview Jim Shorkey.
I do not want to interview Peter today because I don't think it's necessary. That's really my point. Close enough is good enough. We've talked about that a number of times, right? Close enough is good enough. With the book, here I am reading the book. Why would I interview Peter Attia when I'm not going to do what he tells me to do anyways?
Yeah, you're not doing it right now.
Here we are. Yeah. I mean, you know, so I think Peter would probably agree and say, yeah, Jim, just go do what I tell you to do. Then let's do an interview.
Right. Yep.
You know, I'm putting the cart before the horse. Do the protein, Jim.
Yep.
Well, you're not doing the protein. Okay, start doing that.
Yep.
Stop the sugar. Well, you're doing the sugar. Well, stop. Stop the ultra-processed food. Well, you're eating ultra. Well, stop. So there's things I need to do before the interview.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Interviewing Peter, for example, would be the icing on the cake. It would be that one more discipline or step where he might say, you misunderstood that. That's not what I meant. This is what I meant. Clarification.
Yep.
But for now,
right.
close enough is good enough.
That's right.
I think the book is close enough and good enough that I need to stop the nonsense. I accuse you of being full of crap. I'm very good at that. I need to accuse this guy of being full of crap. And I need to get on my own process and do what my own process is telling me to do. And you know what? I'm doing a pretty darn good job, but I could do better. And hence the protein.
That's good. That's good. Man, thank you, Jim, for sharing what you would do if you had to interview someone and how that was different from how I initially thought. So guys, let us know if you had to interview someone, who it would be in the comments below. You may say you want to interview an innovator or a thinker or a salesperson. Let us know in the comments below and let us know why. We want to hear your stories, how this is impacting.
And we want to learn from you too, quite frankly. So, you know, believe it or not, you might put somebody in there that you want to interview, and I'd say, geez, I never heard of that person. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let me get his book.
Yep.
Let me see what he's doing.
Yep.
Wow, am I ever glad I got that? Because that's the expert counsel. Say put something in there that I never thought about, that Derek never thought about. And we may collaborate and say, you know what, I looked that guy up, that young lady talked about. He's brilliant, or she's brilliant. It could be a collaboration between a guy and a girl, whatever. But man, this is really neat stuff. Let's do a podcast on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it happens. So please put it in the
Yes.
comments. I agree.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jim. We'll see you on the next episode.